Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for being here, Mr. Vordren. On page 6 of your written statement today, you concluded this, quote, "The most significant nation-state threats we face are those from China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. They're coming at us using every element of their national power, and these adversaries are becoming more sophisticated and stealthier," unquote. That sounds pretty ominous, and I know that you agree, I assume you agree, we are in a very dangerous time. I think it's difficult to overstate it, because we have very serious and fiercely committed foreign adversaries, right?
Yes, sir.
And President Biden said several days ago, Ranking Member Jordan noted it earlier, that a cyber attack from Russia is coming, right?
Yes, sir. I believe that was in the statement.
So here's the problem. Here's one of the things that have concerned us, and this is why the questions keep coming back to one of the issues that has not yet been adequately addressed today. In spite of all that, according to the records we now have, a significant amount of DOJ time, attention, and resources is being used to monitor and, we'll say, intimidate the parents of American school children who've had the audacity to express concern over their local school board's decisions. On October 4th of last year, Attorney General Merrick Garland issued a memorandum, now infamous memo, directing the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's offices to investigate those concerned parents. And since then, we've had more and more information that's come to light about that directive, such as the fact that the National School Board Association worked in conjunction with the White House to write the letter that spurred Attorney General Garland's memorandum. The NSBA's letter has led many state school board associations to call its leadership into question. Many have since removed their affiliation, including my home state and the one where you spent a lot of time, Louisiana. They dropped out. Unlike the National Association, those local state associations understand that parents can and should have a say in their children's education. They have a right to closely monitor school curricula. They have a right to try to influence those choices as best they can. That's our system. That's the beauty of it. It is not the government's job to raise our children. It's the parents' job. So let me ask you a couple of general questions, because I know what your responses, I anticipate what some of your initial responses would be here. But let me ask you, just out of the gates, do you think it's appropriate for any White House to commission outside groups to make false or misleading claims about its political adversaries?
Sir, I'm not here to...
I know you're going to say you're not here. I'm not asking you in your official capacity. I'm asking you under oath in your personal opinion, as a general notion, is it okay for the White House to do that?
Sir, I am here in a personal and professional capacity under oath because of my job.
Right.
Okay, so I'm not going to comment on anything related to the school board or anything related to the administration.
Let me ask you about your job. Do you think it's appropriate for the Department of Justice, where you work, to be influenced by a White House's actions in a case like that?
Sir, the memo was issued by the Attorney General, and I would defer all of your questions back to him on this topic.
Oh, we'd love to get him back here, but he won't be called by the Democrats in charge. An FBI whistleblower revealed the Counterterrorism Division is using threat tags against concerned parents. They were labeled by some of the parties involved as domestic terrorists, or at least analogized to them. They've categorized them into the FBI system, so they're so-called crimes because they'd easily be pulled up for investigation. That was the supposed justification for it. In general, does the FBI Cyber Division, your division, engage in the practice of using threat tags?
Sir, when we talk about threat tags from a cyber perspective, we could use the current system of Russia activity, and perhaps there would be a tag for that, so that we could find anything that's relevant. But I can't honestly answer the question right now about whether we're currently using them or not.
Why not?
Sir, we have thousands of investigations in the cyber ecosystem. I just don't know the answer.
But the threat tag is a tool that you use in your division, right?
Sir, I don't know that answer, if I'm being very honest with you. I don't know if we use them in our division or not.
How many active or closed investigations does the FBI Cyber Division have regarding any parents who have voiced concerns at school board meetings or via social media about their children's education?
Sir, how many active or closed investigations does FBI Cyber Division have on school board matters?
On parents. Parents who have come up on the threat assessment somehow for expressing their views about their children's education in social media or at school boards?
Sir, I don't know that answer.
Who would know that answer? There's a lot of answers you don't have for us today, and you're the Assistant Director of the Cyber Division. Who has that information?
I mean, organizationally, we probably have that information, but I mean, again, all of these questions need to be directed back to DOJ.
I wish somebody from DOJ would
Gentlemen-
send the appropriate party here. I yield back.